What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Cardinal Red, and we back for another one. Yeah, y'all, we checking back in on the Everlast 6-piece speed bag set from Amazon. And we got an update for y'all. Man, I had it on video, but I ended up busting the original bag that came with the set. So I had to order another bag. And I ordered a bag that came with, this is the cheapest speed bag with a swivel that you can get off of Amazon. So I ordered that one, and that's my replacement for the original bag. And 1 year later, I mean, the bag, the speed bag set only cost me what, $65. The bag lasts a year. The platform's still going, and I still have the gloves and the jump rope that came with it. So let's get into this installation first. This is the old bag. You can see where the stitching came apart, and the inner bag burst out when I was using it. I had it on tape, but accidentally deleted the footage. But it's a pretty quick uninstall and reinstall. Just 4 screws here, as you can see. You just take those 4 screws out, and this is a multi-purpose, I guess you could call it, speed bag platform, because pretty much all the swivels that you get will fit to this platform, as long as you don't strip your whole little circle space right there in the middle out, you know, with trying to install too many bags, because eventually, you know, the holes are going to become wore out if you keep removing them and putting them back into the screws back into the same holes. And you're going to have to move where your screws are at. But this is how I keep my inner ball of my swivel from moving. Everybody was asking me that. I just took some dryer lint, stuffed it up in that space. They're going to have to redesign that to where they put something right there to keep that swivel ball from moving. And it would make that original swivel work a lot better that came with it. So I just took, like I said, some old dryer lint, or you can use cotton or something, and just tape it, you know, stick it in there, and just put some tape on top of it to hold it in place. And it's gonna take a few, maybe about a round and a half to get it to where it's moving flawlessly once you do that. But after that, it should be perfect for you. Here I'm reinstalling the new bag. You know, I actually reinstalled the new bag with the swivel, which you'll find out in about a minute and a half why that was a horrible idea. You know, I don't recommend anybody. I recommend the bag. I kind of like the bag, but it has less, I guess you could call it recoil as the original bag. The original bag is more like a basketball. So when you hit it, it bounces back to you really fast. The recoil of it's really fast, but this one's more like a tougher leather, so it doesn't bounce back to you as fast as the other one. So if you have really fast hands, this one's not going to move as fast as the original bag did. And the swivel that I paid, I paid $18.50 for the bag and the swivel, so I guess you can't be too mad, man. The swivel's fully made of plastic except for the screw that holds it together, and it's a piece of junk. I hate to say that, but it's pretty much garbage, man. I wouldn't recommend the swivel. The bag I would recommend. I like the bag. I like the colors, red and black. Cardinal red colors. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't suggest anybody buy this bag or this. I would suggest you buy the bag, but not the swivel. I guess if you're gonna pay $18 for a speed bag anyway, you might as well get the swivel with it. But I wouldn't suggest using the swivel. It's only gonna last you. If you're a really heavy puncher, it's not gonna last you more than 2-3 rounds on your speed bag, platform. So I would not recommend anybody purchase that swivel. I would recommend the bag, but not the swivel. As you can see here, we got it all installed. One other thing I don't like about the swivel is it has 2 pivot points. It has a pivot point to where it turns side to side, and it has a pivot for the bag, right? As you can see, it pivots. The problem with the pivot on here is the bag is kind of long instead of the where they connect the bag to the swivel being shorter and a tighter type of leather. They used a longer piece, so it's pivoting at the bag, it's pivoting at the swivel, and it's making for a double pivot. So as you can see, the bag, with the bag being a different type of leather as the original bag, and I don't think the original bag is even leather, some type of rubber. That's why it bounces so well. With it being that type of leather that they made it out of, and having that double pivot on it, it just doesn't. The recoil of it is horrible. As you can see, it doesn't come back to you like it's supposed to. But I did have to adjust the original bag too. I had to take and do the same thing that I'm going to do to this bag, which is tape the extension where you hook it onto the swivel at. Tape that down so where it's not pivoting right there anymore, to where it's only pivoting at the swivel. And so I did that, and it still wasn't working the way I wanted it to. So what I had to end up doing was removing the bag from the swivel that it came with and putting it on the original swivel that came with my Everlast speed bag 6-piece set, and just using the original swivel to keep it in place. And actually the original swivel is made out of metal and plastic, which I like a little better. It's got a little bit metal clip that holds the bag on there, and the pivot ball is made out of plastic, and the pivot is made out of metal, but the pivot the thing that holds the pivot to the platform is actually made out of plastic. So, but they have a better combination of metal. And as you can see there, that's why you don't want this bag. But alright, y'all, we out of here, man. I hope you guys enjoyed my Everlast speed bag 6-piece set update, man. Go ahead and get you one. I would highly suggest it. It's a great piece.